Okay, I figured to do a quick video on this while letting the oil drain. I hopefully didn't cause catastrophic damage to this engine, but I may have. I'll show you what went wrong, and it's kind of a stupid setup on Cub Cadet's part where the oil filter is, and yes, it involves the oil filter. I went to use this the other day. I checked the oil, hadn't checked it in a while. It was low, so I put oil in, and I figured go check it again the other day. So I knew I had to change it, and it was out of oil yet again. What happened was, it has this little adapter right here. This part here goes to the block, this part here goes to the oil filter. It came loose. I removed the oil filter without having to poke a hole in it. It was barely hand tight. Here is the original filter right there. The oil is pretty black. It's draining out what's left in there right now. I'll show you what it was registering on a dipstick. Just right there on the end, that's all it was registering. So it, like I said, I did fill it up before I used it last, so I'm hoping the engine's fine. It was kind of ticking a little bit near the end when I was blowing snow with it. I took the opportunity to add an oil cooler. I had this sitting around from the racing lawnmower, but it would not work on it. I used the wrong type of adapter where it adapts to the actual oil filter itself. As you can see, this one uses a spacer, and it goes through, basically kicks the oil filter out. So this adapter is what failed, but the new one has an Allen key right here, so I'm able to tighten that right down. I had a brand new gasket, put a brand new gasket in there, tighten it down with the T-wrench, Allen wrench. Like I said, hopefully there's no damage to the engine. We'll be firing it up soon, but I'm just trying to let the remaining of the oil drain out of it. As you can see, this machine is just covered in oil. I knew it had a bit of a leak, but not this bad. So when I was done with it, that's why I was thinking, why am I leaking so much oil? But the other issue with Cub Cadets, it uses a side panel right here. To get that side panel off is a bit of work, so you can't even get to the actual oil filter without removing the side panel. It's got a drain tube underneath the machine, which is nice, so it's really it's supposed to be a clean change system, sort of, kind of, but not when you have to go through all this, not when your oil filter comes loose. I'm happy I didn't lose the oil filter entirely. I believe I had oil pressure when I was blowing snow. That's this light right here. It was on, it was not on. So my guess is it does work, and I did have oil pressure. Probably just wasn't getting enough oil pressure to the head or up to the lifters. But yeah, this thing has hydraulic lifters in it, so I'm hoping no catastrophic damage, but we will definitely wait and see. This also gives me the option to add oil pressure right here, which I might end up doing as long as the engine's not hurt. This engine has around 650 hours, 550 or 650 hours on it. I do have it currently disconnected because it's a bit of a pain, especially they also use this panel right here to separate the battery from the engine, and to get the battery in and out of there is definitely a pain in the butt as well. But this machine's only used for blowing snow, so cross my fingers and hopefully everything's good. But I'll pull the phone back out when I do the startup on it, and we'll see if got any leaks, and we'll go from there. So I'll talk to them later. Please keep redneck like always, and please try and comment. Moral of the story is check your oil filter.